this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New York Giants. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
You good. Trust me.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Giants.
First down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Oh.
the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But, oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2nd and 5.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He's going to signal for another timeout.
I'm not ready.
It's the second charge timeout here this first quarter.
Jesus Christ.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
It's Kaepernick. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your own line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Camperton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Giants' 14-yard line.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Results in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So I guess we'll call this a pitcher's duel so far. I think that was a 3-run homer there, and it makes it a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, what inning are we in? It's not the most common of score lines, but it's pretty indicative of the fact that we're in for a tight one.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to fire deep for Radley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot. But it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Incomplete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Barkley.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
3rd down. 3rd and 6.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here's Ginn. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first throw for the backup Trubisky. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Jones now. Throwing on 1st down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. Open man is Komet, the tight end. Kaepernick, give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle.
What was that?
Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down. That
last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's David Montgomery, 2nd-year man from Iowa State. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Kaepernick going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Komet with his first career NFL touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone. On the return, Williams. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 39, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Williams now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Jones. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And there's a familiar sight, Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019, so a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap, but that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Dislocated elbow.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Oh my God.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Not much there, only a yard. But we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Oh, shit.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Eddie Goldman on the tackle, a huge man, hard to move out of the way. He's in his 6th year with the Bears out of Florida State.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st.
Complete to Saquon.
Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
on second down now. It's Patterson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Holy shit.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On play action, it's Kaepernick.
Ah, shit.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football.
For real, don't get careless.
You've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
That's complete to Slayton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
A gain of
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he can't run out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
complete to
Damian Ratley there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
At the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Patterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 9. Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud, 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week. Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there.
David Montgomery.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
15-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 6.
In search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Now Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Bastards.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, Now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Graham Gano set to kick it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Kaepernick looking to throw. 3rd and 2. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Pinheiro now to have the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Williams to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Who hurt now? Dang. Ooh, these injuries on fire.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jones.
Ooh.
And that's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
10 yards to go.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a give to Barkley. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Saquon Barkley on the carry.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 6.
Jones out to the flat. That's caught. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Ingram. An 8-yard pickup. And the Giants first down.
Jones now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Jones pass complete to
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 24-yard line.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jones throwing on first down. Dancing to his left. He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Hello.
To number 80.
Evan Ingram. His
Stop.
2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year.
Look for,
the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
I put it in on Apple today. They doing decent. Yeah, I got Apple hookup. Option here.
And that'll cut the lead down there to 18.
Shit, I got it this morning. I put it in for this morning, but they didn't give it to me till like 12 o'clock.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Yeah, last time I checked, I had to do something. So the last time I checked, it was like plus 80.
Watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Yeah.
25-yard line.
I ain't checked it in about a couple hours.
At the line, prepping for their next
Well,
drive, the Bears offense. After the long
Talking about,
touchdown
Adobe?
drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this
If it ain't,
offensive sales because they had
I
it
see
pretty
it.
good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose
Robin
again,
Hood.
and see if they can get it downfield.
Yeah, I know. I can tell.
Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Damn. I gotta find a way to get that.
Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this
I gotta
point.
find a way to. I'm gonna look at the numbers when I get done.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be making pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
I'll check it out. Shit, I'm already only going to get one of them when I'm looking at it.
The Giants
I know I'm probably only going to be able to get one of them.
Wait. Even though they were able to
I'm looking shit. I got all this shit.
Still a big hole to climb
all this shit in there.
The
all this shit in the clouds I get.
Drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
So, let me get you about 20 minutes.
Things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again. Jones. It's a Shepard on the catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's fine.
Operating from the gun. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now it's Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Barkley.
Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Gano for the extra point.
Mama.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Bears 40, Giants 29. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things were looking really good at half, Charles, but the story has changed, and they just sat this offense on the sideline watching another touchdown go in the wrong direction. They're really getting blitzed in the 2nd half.
And the pressure is really on because they need a big-time drive to calm things down. Well, as you mentioned, things have really gone in the wrong direction. The momentum's all on the other side of the ball. Their offense has now given their defense a lot of confidence. You know they're going to get after them here.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout.
A 2-yard.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively.
8 yards.
So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Tate. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Now Jones on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Shit.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Oh.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Man, I know damn well they ain't talking about no motherfucking damn passing here. What? He even touched him. Get the fuck out of here. That's some bullshit. He didn't even touch him. Damn.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
We've seen the deep ball been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Jones. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Yards to go.
chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Kaepernick on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And the ball game should end here on the kneel down by Kaepernick.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football, so to